What is up? It's a Saturday night here and we just finished a fucking awesome lift, but I promised myself that I'd come on here every other day and post a video so you can get in the best shape of your life. And in this 5-minute long video, I'm just going to break down the worst to best cardio options that you have when it comes to losing fat without getting hungry or without lowering your testosterone, so you can stay full of energy and you can get in the best shape of your life. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Tom McGregor. I competed in a couple bodybuilding shows, lost 40 pounds, and also before that lost 25 pounds, run a couple half marathons, things like that. So I just want to give that information back to you so you can get in the best shape of your life. So number one that I am going to start with, honestly, is just walking, right? And walking, you're going to have to spend about an hour, 60 minutes per day to burn about 250 to 300 calories. Now, obviously there is so much benefit to walking in terms of, like, if you have that amount of time, there is so much benefit to it, because what happens is you won't get stressed, you won't raise your cortisol levels, and your testosterone levels will stay nice and high. So if you've got that amount of time, then that will be absolutely awesome. But if you don't, then what I do recommend after every single solitary meal that you have, let's say you have chicken and rice, or let's say you have some mince and eggs, you know, normal bodybuilder sort of meals. After that, go on like a 10-minute walk. That's just going to digest the food throughout your body and replenish your glycogen stores. So when you do get to the gym, the 4 times per week, there's also a workout split below, but when you do get to the gym the 4 times per week that you should be going, your glycogen stores are nice and full and you get a nice juicy pump. So that's where I would use walking. Now, the next one that I want to talk about is running. Now, it is good if you've got only 15 to 20 minutes per day. That's probably the input that it's going to take to burn about 250 to 300 calories, just like walking would take about an hour. But the thing is, with running, is it puts so much stress on your body. If you do it more than 2 or 3 times a week, I would say that you're actually going to risk muscle loss, because when I was literally losing 25 pounds the first time, I was doing a heap of running and I was just exhausted all the time. Like, I was not enjoying life. My glycogen stores were completely depleted, and honestly, I think towards the back end of it, I'll put a couple screenshots here of some body fat percentages, I started to lose a little bit of muscle at the back end of being on it for so long. So I would recommend, if you've only got a certain amount of time, like 15 to 20 minutes per day, get out, go for a run, but only do it like 2 or 3 times per week. And if you are going to do it, make sure your diet's like prime time locked in, at least 1 gram of protein per pound you weigh, really high carbs as well, because you want to replenish the glycogen stores that you've got. But honestly, it is not the best option, which I will get into now, right? And the best option that I think, after going on bodybuilding shows, after running half marathons, things like that, going through different fat loss phases, is honestly this thing called low intensity steady state cardio. And what I recommend when you do this is you do it fasted in the morning, right? And the reason for this isn't that it makes any more difference to the calories that you burn, but what it does do for you is that when you go eat the food afterwards, you're actually replenishing your glycogen stores. You're actually replenishing the carbs within your body, instead of going and eating and then just burning them straight off when you go do some cardio, right? So what low intensity steady state cardio is just getting on the treadmill at about somewhere between, I would say, incline 10 to incline 12. You could probably push that to 14 if you want. And then at about speed 3 to 4. Now, everyone's going to be a little bit differently, but if you sit in that range, somewhere in there, I guarantee you, your heart rate should be about 120 to 130. At absolute max, you could go up to 140. And the point of that is you're getting the most input, you're getting the most output for the input that you're putting in, right? Now, I'm not saying that you can't go blast 160 beats per minute, but the thing is, it's just unsustainable, and you're probably going to put your body under stress. And like I said earlier, that's just going to stop the secretion of your testosterone. Now, the other option that you have for low intensity steady state cardio is getting on the Stairmaster. What I love to do is about level 6 to level 8, somewhere in there, and that puts my heart rate at about 135. Now, obviously, everyone's going to be a little bit different, so you have to play around with it just a little bit, but aim for that heart rate to be at about 120, 130, and then about 140 at the absolute maximum. And that should take about 30 minutes for you to burn about that 250 to 300 calorie range that we're really looking to burn every single solitary time that we go into the gym. That's just going to give you the most bang for your buck. You're not going to get stressed. Your body's going to stay in a good state of mind, and if you do it fasted as well, it puts you into that fat burning state for the rest of the day. Now, I would say ranked what I would be doing if I was you, I would be doing low intensity, steady state cardio first, right? If you can, that would be the best option. Then I would probably go walking, to be honest with you, if you can. But if you really can't, running is an option. Now, when you do running, make sure that you're completely dialed in with your diet. But other than that, that's really it. Like, there's high intensity workouts, like HIIT workouts. Never really done them myself, so I can't really speak on them. And then sprinting is really good. It raises your testosterone levels, but again, I don't think you're getting the most out of it like you would with low intensity, steady state cardio. But other than that, the whole premise of this video was really just to tell you and talk to you about my experiences, how I lost my weight, and in the hopes that you can do it as well. I recommend about 5 to 7 days a week of doing it. 1 for the mental, 2 for obviously the physical. You're not putting too much stress on your body, but you're also building your mindset at the same time. You're showing up every single solitary day. You're getting in the best shape of your life. You're putting your body into a fat burning state. You'll win in the morning if you do it fasted after that. And then what I do recommend, if you are doing it fasted, make sure that you eat a good carb source and a good protein source to replenish the glycogen stores for your workout a little bit later on in the day. And again, there's a workout split below with some training protocols and some food protocols as well. And honestly, gentlemen, that is this whole video. It's not complicated, low intensity steady state cardio, but if you want one-on-one help with me to get in the best shape of your life, where you build a physique, where you never return back to the old version that you are right now, there will be a call link below, and it's a free call, free consultation where we just chop it up. We talk about you and your goals and seeing if I can actually help you out. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and go rip it up, get that low intensity steady state cardio in.